Tentaction's killer just snitched to avoid a life sentence for his crime, snitching for time. 4 men were caught and accused of cornering X, robbing him and killing him back in 2018. Now, one of them, named Robert Allen, has accepted a plea deal and plans on testifying as a witness in the case on the remaining 3 guys. As part of the plea deal, Robert Allen pleaded guilty to the lesser charge of second-degree murder and robbery with a firearm. According to his lawyer, Allen's role in the murder was far less than the other 3. Instead, he was more of an accessory after the fact, and not really part of the planning. Apparently, Robert Allen never even got out of the car, never had a gun, and never shot X. Naturally, snitching would be an easy way out for Allen, especially when you consider the details of everything that happened the day that X got shot. X's shooting. XXXTentacion shooting back in 2018 had a massive impact on the hip-hop community, and not only because of his massive fan base. There's also the fact that the entire murder was actually caught on camera. X wasn't just shot in broad daylight. The surveillance video of the murder is still available all over the internet. The murder took place on June 18th, 2018. X was seen on another surveillance camera checking out some vehicles at Riva Motorsports in Florida with his uncle. He had withdrawn some money earlier and was carrying a Louis Vuitton bag filled with $50,000 in his BMW sports car. According to investigators, one of the conspirators involved in the murder, named Dedrick Williams, spotted X's car and called the rest of his crew to pull up and see if X was really there. Williams knew what X's car looked like because he was in a probation office with them a few months earlier. At least that's what cops think. You can even see the 2 conspirators following X while he was at the dealership. About 30 minutes later, as X and his uncle were leaving the area, an SUV pulled up and blocked them. 2 hooded men jumped out of the car, fully strapped, and demanded he hand over the money. During the chaos, X's uncle ran out of the car, leaving his nephew behind. One of the armed men grabbed the Louis Vuitton bag with 50 grand in it, while the other snatched X's chain. One of them ran back to the SUV, and the other guy allegedly took a couple steps back and shot X 6 times, killing him. Then they hopped back in the car and fled the scene. Right, now let's dig a little deeper to know why Allen got arrested in the first place. Who was responsible? It only took around a month for the cops to track all 4 suspects down and hit them with premeditated first-degree murder charges. The 4 men arrested in the murder include Michael Boatwright, who was the gunman who actually shot X. Apparently, he didn't even need to be tracked down because he was already in police custody on unrelated drug charges. Trayvon Newsom, the second gunman, he initially tried to flee, but after 2 months on the run, Newsom gave up and turned himself in. The third conspirator, Robert Allen, was actually seen on surveillance video in the motorsports store. He was also arrested, and he's the one looking for the plea deal. The fourth, Dedrick Williams, the dude who alerted his crew to X's whereabouts in the first place, he was their getaway driver. He was also spotted on surveillance video. Williams was arrested 2 days after the killing. Dedrick Williams claimed not to be guilty, but when he got interrogated, he allegedly told police that the murder had caused him sleepless nights. But he didn't want to confess because he didn't want to be known as a snitch. Funny how he still went ahead and confessed the whole thing, but he pleaded not guilty. Although now Robert Allen is working with the cops, there's probably no chance any of them is going to beat this case. And that includes Allen. He might have struck a plea deal hoping for a lighter punishment than a life sentence, but he might not get off that easy. Now, we just gotta wait till February 23rd, 2023 to find out.